Welcome to my chess channel, Sushant Chess Wise. Today we are going to continue from the yesterday's chapter of pawn promotion. Today we will see two special moves which are possible with the pawn. One of them is this pawn. As it reaches higher, we see the pawn when it is reaching the last line can promote to a queen. So whenever a pawn is reaching the last line, one by one it will reach one step at a time, and when it reaches the last line it can become queen. Not only that, that pawn can be promoted to a rook or a bishop, or the pawn can be promoted to a knight as well. So when the pawn doesn't become queen, it's called under promotion. When we promote the pawn to a rook or a bishop or a knight, it is called under promotion. So sometimes promoting the pawn to a rook or queen, rook or knight can be better than queening the pawn. We will be seeing those cases in our upcoming lessons. So pawn can be promoted from here to 3 squares. Firstly, the pawn can promote to the square in front of it if it just moves straight away, and we have to make something, so we have to ensure that the opponent doesn't attack, so that we don't lose the pawn which is becoming queen. So pawn can either become queen or knight or rook on the winning square here, or if there is an opponent piece placed diagonally to the pawn has a choice now, either to become queen here, which of course will be a mistake because black rook can take the queen in this case. But the pawn had another choice. The pawn, as we learned yesterday, the pawn can go diagonally one step ahead, so it will capture the rook and it can promote to a queen. So not only we got the rook, but the pawn also promoted to a queen. Okay, so this is about pawn promotion. Same way we can see the black pawn. Any black pawn, okay, which is coming towards the white side, the black pawn can again promote, and it can become here queen, rook, bishop or knight. The pawn cannot remain a pawn. So please note that the pawn cannot remain a pawn once it reaches here. So either it has to become queen, rook, bishop, knight, okay, or we should not play the pawn otherwise to the queening square. Okay, now we will be looking at the next. Now we saw pawn promotion. Next we will be looking at the rule of n%. So this is for parents, the kids who are very small, let's say 4 or 5 years old. The rule of n% can be taught later because it's a bit complicated, and maybe it can be taught after maybe around 8 or 10 lessons. Okay, there is no hurry to teach to very small kids. Let's see what is the rule of n%. In the rule of n%, the pawn is allowed to make a capture in a totally different manner. Okay, let's see. Normally, if a pawn, black pawn is diagonally one step away, we can capture the pawn or whichever piece available. But in the rule of n%, this pawn has to be on the 5th rank. That is the first condition. The pawn has to be on the 5th rank. So from each side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same for a black pawn trying to do n% has to be on the 5th rank. So from his side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So only the pawn on the 5th rank can do n%. Second, the pawn, the neighboring pawn which comes next to it at one go, it should not come from here. So the neighboring pawn has to come from its starting point next to it. It can be captured diagonally this way. This is the rule of n%. So it's a tricky rule. Okay, for kids it's a slightly tricky rule. And many people, many beginners don't know this rule, so they end up losing the game. I will try to show you some examples how one can lose a totally equal game by not knowing the rule. Let's look at this position. One time I was looking at a game in a tournament and such a game was going on. It looks like black is doing well, black has an extra pawn. Okay, the white king is protecting it, the pawn cannot queen. The opponent, unknowingly black player, played the pawn 2 steps. Note the white pawn on the 5th rank. And the white player who was aware of the rule simply captured the pawn and his pawn became queen in couple of moves. And the game, which actually black would have won very easily by taking his king and capturing this pawn, he ended up losing after these moves. And the white pawn simply queens. So what we learned, 3 things to know for the en passant rule. The pawn is on the 5th rank, one which is capturing. The pawn which is captured comes from its starting square and it can be captured only on that move. So the en passant capture, 3rd rule is it can be captured only now. Next move, suppose we play the king now and black plays anything, next move we cannot capture it. That is another very important rule. Let's see it from black side before we finish it off. So now let's look at the black pawn here. The black pawn is on the 5th rank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and now white played the pawn 2 steps from its original square. But in this case, luckily nothing happened because after black captured the pawn, diagonally 1 step it comes, it captured this pawn, white was able to recapture with his other pawn. So white didn't suffer here, but this is the rule. So if black doesn't capture on this move and plays anything else, then he cannot capture this on the next move. So the en passant rule is valid only for that move, for that pawn. When another pawn comes, then maybe it is again valid for only that move. So that is all about the rule of en passant. So we have learned 2 special moves, pawn promotion and en passant rule. This is with the pawn. In the next lecture, we will be learning another special move, that is about castling. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Do subscribe if you like the channel.